Today on the Muskie Daily, local business story rivals gets recognized.
Students collaborate in the new library.
And MPB bring the fun. All that and more coming up.
Thanks for tuning in to the Muskie Daily. I'm Johnny Newhart.
And I'm Andrew Dunlap, topping the news today. Storied Rival Sports Media was founded in 2008 by Muskingum alumnus Aaron Sprague. Storied Rivals started out as just a highlight film company, working with primarily high school teams in the Zanesville area to put together season films. In 2015, the company was working with around 40 teams in the Zanesville and Columbus area. Sprague explains the company how it's grown to include social media.
We realized that we were filming these games and we were only giving the footage to the teams, and it was, and they enjoyed it, they watched it, but we realized there were more people in the community that might want to watch it more often. So here in the last few years, we've worked really hard on social media to gain a following, and now instead of just releasing videos at the end of the year to the team, we actually release on a weekly basis.
Social media has helped promote the company by having their videos go viral. The most recent video to go viral was the Sheridan High School student section faking a birth to distract the opposing free throw shooter during one of their games. This video was seen around the world and has gained national spotlight. The video was shown on ESPN and the Today Show, as well as other major networks. Through all this, his success, Sprague is grateful to his surroundings for helping him along the way.
The Roberta A. Smith Library has brought about several new features to Muskingum University. One of those features is 8 collaboration stations set up throughout the building. These stations are designed to help assist students with group projects and are equipped with a software called Solstice. In order to be able to access the software, students need to connect their devices to the MU student internet and then type in the URL address. The stations can set a port up to 6 devices at a time before they start to lag. Students can walk in and use the rooms whenever they need to, but the option to reserve them is also available.
Students at Muskingum started a national organization on campus called Love Your Melon, which is a fundraiser for cancer survivors and patients. The organization is selling hats to help children battling cancer. For every hat sold, another one goes to a cancer patient. Anyone can go to the Love Your Melon website and select which hat they want to purchase. After that, they can select Muskingum University from the drop-down menu at their checkout.
Muskie Programming Board, or MPB, hosts events every Friday and Saturday at 9 for Muskies to enjoy. These events range far and wide in creativity and entertainment. Each week, the committee, as part of the MPB, meets and discusses what events to have on campus. The more popular events include things like comedians, movie nights, and grocery bingo. They also have participatory events, such as the one last weekend when they played Hungry Hungry Hippos. And Trivia Crack. This week, MPV is hosting Valentine's Day Bingo and Lip Sync Battle, all in the bottom of the Chess Center. That's all for our local news.
Stay tuned for what is happening across the nation after the break.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
If you believe in groundhogs that can predict the weather, get ready to grab your flip-flops, t-shirts, and shorts. An early spring is on the way.
There is no shadow to be cast. An early spring is my forecast.
Phil made his prediction Tuesday morning after the groundhog emerged from a mock tree stump in western Pennsylvania. His handlers told a crowd of thousands there will be an early spring-like weather this year, and we're greeted with cheers. Should Phil's prediction have you packing up your winter clothes? Perhaps not. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration pegs Phil's accuracy at about 45%.
An ongoing story that sparked outrage in social media has reached a happy conclusion. A retired police officer in Marietta, Ohio, will be able to keep his canine partner after all. Matthew Hickey developed a close bond with Ajax over 3 years of working together. Ajax wasn't like family. He was family. When Hickey recently retired from the police force after 40 years of service, he couldn't just buy Ajax and take him home. Under Ohio law, Ajax was considered city property. He had to be sold at an auction. The story took off from social media. A GoFundMe page raised more than $60,000 to help Hickey buy Ajax, far more than was needed. The Marietta Police Department and Hickey managed to work out a resolution, though. Hickey has been appointed as an auxiliary officer, allowing him to keep Ajax and to continue to work with organizations that work with police dogs.
Bill Cosby arrived at Pennsylvania.
Cosby arrived at a Pennsylvania courtroom Tuesday dressed in a tan suit and flanked by men helping him walk. He's charged with aggravated assault incident against Andrea Constant. Constant said Cosby drugged and raped her in his Pennsylvania home in 2004. Cosby's attorneys wanted the judge to dismiss criminal charges based on an agreement Cosby had decades ago with the former district attorney. The agreement that he would never be prosecuted against his deposition testimony. It is not known whether the judge will announce a decision at the conclusion of the hearing.
An 8-year-old girl does something special for some people she considers heroes. A toddler has some impressive moves on the ski slopes, and one man is behind bars, accused of carrying out a bizarre robbery. Jerry Roth has today's. Take a look at this.
I'm Chief Leidecker. How are you?
An 8-year-old Pennsylvania girl found herself face-to-face with law enforcement, but it's not what you think. As part of a school project, Sabrina Campbell wrote to the Catawissa Police Department, thanking them for keeping our country safe from bad people. The police chief, who called the little girl's sentiment humbling, invited her over to thank her for her nice note. With its world-class ski slopes, it's no surprise that folks in Utah start skiing or snowboarding young. But how about 14 months? Check out little Sloane Henderson. With a little help from her parents, she's getting the hang of shredding very early. Her folks say she simply loves it.
You're cruising.
The snack ended up being a trap. Pittsburgh police say they found a man asleep inside a marketing firm's offices. Apparently, the company had leftover food from a party and the suspected burglar couldn't help himself.
So the fridge was filled with leftover pizza, and he came in and just dumped a whole bunch of stuff out, took pizzas out, and there's trails of pizza leading to the back room. He was sleeping like a baby on a pile of pillows.
A 26-year-old man faces burglary charges in the incident. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Is there a quick fix to look slimmer, taller, and more confident, all while improving your health? Turns out there is. And you don't have to be a movie star to get it. Carl Azus has more details on today's Health Minute.
Stand up straight. Sit up. It sounds like nagging, but it's actually healthful advice.
Good posture is aligning your joints and your body in a way that puts the least strain on your muscles.
But Dr. Diana Sadiq says we often have bad posture. The biggest mistakes made while sitting are jutting the head forward, slumping the shoulders, crossing the legs, and leaning to one side, especially when driving.
If you have bad posture over time, you can have pain, have neck pain, headaches or upper back pain, low back pain, and overuse injuries.
You can actively work to improve your posture. To sit properly,
flat on the floor. Her hips are back against the chair. Her back is all against the chair. And then her head is neutral. It's right in line. It's not too far forward.
To check your standing posture, try the wall test. Stand about 2 inches away from a wall. If you have good posture, your shoulders, head, and buttocks should all touch the wall with enough space to slide one hand behind your lower back. Sitting or standing, here's a tip for good posture.
Imagine a string pulling from your head to the ceiling.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Carl Azus.
We're gonna be taking a short break, but don't worry. When we come back, Chris will have your local weather. Keep it here on the Muskie Daily.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning in to Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
For tonight, we're looking at showers and a low of 52 with a chance of precipitation around 100%. Tomorrow looks like the showers are going to stick around with a high of 58. The chance of precipitation will be around 80%. And tomorrow night will be mostly cloudy with a low around 32. The Muskie volleyball program will be under new direction for 2016. Hallie Donathan was named as the new head coach January 29th. She takes over for former head coach Elizabeth Ziha and assumes command of a very talented Muskie roster. Donathan is a 2013 graduate of Wittenberg University, where she played all 4 years as a member of the 2011 national title Tiger team. She spent the last 3 years as the assistant coach for Wittenberg, helping to lead the team to a national championship game appearance en route to finishing ranked second in the nation last season. The Muskie men's basketball team fell in a heartbreaker to Otterbein Saturday, 76-75. The Muskies led 74-70 with 1:12 left in the game, but missed 5 of their 6 free throws in the final 45 seconds, setting up a Cardinal buzzer-beating 3 to end the game. Jarrell Marsh continued his hot streak, putting up a game-high 23 points in the contest. The loss puts the Muskies in a tie for the 8th seed in the OAC with Otterbein and Wilmington with just 6 games left in the season. Otterbein holds the tiebreaker over the Muskies after the win gave the Cardinals a season sweep of the men. The Muskie women's basketball team suffered a tough loss at home as well on Saturday to Otterbein, 66-57 in overtime. Both teams had an off night, shooting just 30%. Otterbein was able to capitalize on foul shots, making 28 of 30 from the charity stripe. The Muskies were not as successful at the line, shooting just under 67%. The Otterbein bench was able to help contribute as well, putting up 22 points collectively. The Muskies will be back in action on Wednesday when they travel to take on rival Mount Union. And the Muskie wrestlers had a tough outing over the weekend at the Wheaton Invitational, placing 26th of the 32-team field. Freshman Antonio Zapata led the Muskies with a 4-3 record in the 2-day tournament on his way to an 8th place finish in the heavyweight bracket. John Rao did not wrestle over the weekend to give him some extra time to get back in shape after sitting out with his concussion, but he is ready to go tonight when the Muskies go back on the road to duel OAC rival Heidelberg in Tiffin. That's it for sports, but we'll be right back on the Muskie Daily for a look at some upcoming campus events.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
On February 7th, starting at 6 in the evening, World Vision is inviting you to watch the Super Bowl with them in Finley Hall, ground floor basement. They will be serving wings, pop, and water.
There will be a blood drive in the Recreation Center atrium on Thursday, February 4th from 10 in the morning until 4 in the evening. You can sign up for an appointment at the Red Cross website, and walk-ins are also welcome.
Kyle Fanu is having an open party at Kelly Coffee House. The event will take place on February 5th from 9 in the evening, and there will be a hypnotist, food, and music.
That's it for this edition of the Muskie Daily.
Good night, New Concord.